Welcome, sweet friends. It's Ashley Clark with Earthkeeper Yoga. I'm here in Birmingham, Alabama, and I have a beautiful class for you today, inspired by the idea of canceling those thoughts in our head that tell us that we can't do something or we're not good enough. So the theme of the class is cancel, cancel, cancel. For this particular practice, it may be really good to have that blanket or small towel. Even a small pillow will suffice. And I'll invite you to find a comfortable seat. You can go ahead and just let the hands rest on the legs. You can close your eyes or have a soft gaze towards the floor. And just notice your legs and your feet. Notice if there's any place within just that lower half of your body. If you could relax just a little bit more, maybe ease a little bit of the tension out of the legs. And with the core, the center of your body, notice if you've got a long spine here. Maybe you can sit just a little bit more weight back on the tailbone. Find some length all the way up to the crown of the head. Keeping the shoulders nice and relaxed, arms resting in the lap. And as you find this comfortable seat and find some ease here, you can start to bring your awareness to your breath. Just noticing the inhales and the exhales. Noticing the depth and the quality of the breath. If your thoughts begin to wander, just bring the awareness back to your breath. One more. Beautiful. You can take an inhale. And then as you exhale, let the chin come down towards the chest. Keep the shoulders nice and relaxed down the back. Just starting to feel into a little bit of the places that we hold tension in the back of the neck, upper back. And take an inhale. And as you exhale, let those arms reach up over the head. Let the gaze follow. And then let the shoulders relax. Keep the gaze up towards the sky. Notice if your tailbone curved out. See if you can press the tailbone in towards the floor. Find that length through the spine. We're going to take an inhale here. And then exhale to open over to the right. So the right hand goes behind, left hand in front. We'll inhale the arms up in the twist. And then as you exhale, come through center, moving over to the left. So you'll just find your breath here, inhaling to lift up above you. And then exhale to twist to the other side. We're going to give ourselves one more full round either side. And then as you inhale the arms up above, We're going to exhale back over to the right and hold it. So let those right fingertips come back behind you. That left hand can come to that right knee. See if you can find that length through the spine, pressing the tailbone into the floor. And then maybe the nose goes towards the right shoulder. Just find some breath here. You can dip that chin down towards the right collarbone, feeling a stretch through the outside of the left side of your neck. One more breath. Go ahead and lift the nose back up to gaze forward, and then we'll take an inhale to lift the arms. And exhale over to the left. Let's hold it here. Right palm right on that left knee. Left shoulder rolls open. Nice long spine. You can dip the chin down towards that left collarbone. Inhale, lift the nose. Go ahead and lift the arms up over the head, and then we'll exhale. Bring those hands down in front of the heart in prayer. Bow chin to chest. Find the length through the spine. Give yourself 2 breaths right here. Inhale, lift the gaze and lift the arms up over the head. And then exhale, we're going to fold forward nice and gentle here. Let the hands come to the earth and just feel into those hips. So be nice and gentle here with yourself. We're super cold. And give it 2 more. Use your hands to walk yourself back up. And then we're going to take our legs and spread them nice and wide. So we're coming into a wide-legged seat. Keep the length through the spine. We'll take an inhale, reach the arms up over the head. And then exhale to fold forward. You're going to find that stretch to the inside of the legs. You're going to be nice and cold right here, unless, of course, you've taken a walk or something this morning. So just let yourself relax here. Use the hands to find your place to settle and breathe. One more breath. Use your hands to walk yourself up. And we're just going to swing those legs together and then make our way into table. We will do this first flow from knees after we move through some additional warm-up. So if you want to put a blanket across your mat or that small pillow, feel free. We'll just meet in table with the knees right under the hips, wrists right under shoulders. And let's find a long spine here. So reach the crown away. We'll take an inhale, reach the crown and the tailbone up towards the sky, stretching through the torso and the throat. And then exhale, let's round it in. Chin comes to chest, tailbone tucks in. We'll move through 4 more rounds. Nice and slow, staying connected to the breath. And give yourself 1 more. Let's come back to that neutral spine when you're ready. And then take your arms and reach them all the way towards the top of your mat. You might even send your knees back just a little bit. We're going to take an inhale here. And then exhale to let the lower body start to melt towards the mat, keeping the booty up in the air, just releasing through the shoulders, through the upper chest. Notice that curl in the tailbone once again. Maybe tuck the tailbone in, deepening the stretch through the front body. Release the tailbone, take a fresh breath. And then exhale to sit it back to child's. Just releasing the low back here, shoulders roll towards the mat. And give yourself 2 breaths. We'll take an inhale, make our way back into the table. And then we can curl our toes, lift our hips, find our first down dog. So that blanket on the mat is just fine to stay. So hips are up towards the sky, gaze is towards the knees. You can just pedal through the feet here, connecting your breath to that movement. If you feel like you're holding a lot of weight in your shoulders, lift the hips, press into the hands. And we'll give it 2 more breaths. All right, we're going to meet at the top of the mat in a forward fold. So you can just walk over your blanket if you have one on your mat. And when you get to the top of your mat in this forward fold, let there be a big bend in the knees. Really let the upper body roll over the thighs. We'll take an inhale halfway, finding a long spine, reach the crown away. And then exhale, slowly release back towards the floor. Inhale down low. And then exhale, slow rise, coming up in a way that serves your low back. As you slowly come to ripple up, roll those shoulders up towards the ears. And then let them roll down the back. Palms come face forward. Check your connection with your feet to the mat, softening through the knees. Lengthen through the spine. Here we go. Nice big inhale, reaching the arms up over the head. Exhale, let the palms come in front of the heart. Bow, chin to chest. Inhale, lift the arms and the gaze back up. And then exhale to twist just like we did from seated. So you'll twist over to the right. Inhale back through center. And then exhale over to the left. Inhaling, lifting through center. And then over to the right. So as you have these movements down through the upper body, notice that the upper body, you want a little bit of softness in the knees. You're trying to keep both hips forward towards the front of your mat. And we're just warming up through the back, through the spine. We'll give ourselves 1 more round either side. The next time you inhale the arms up over the head, let the palms come together, and then exhale, bring the hands in front of the heart, bow, chin to chest. Give yourself 2 breaths right here. Beautiful. Inhale, reach the arms up over the head, gaze follows. And then turn your palms where they're facing away from you. Reach your arms behind your back. And you can either clasp your hands together down near your booty, or you can just have your fingers pointing down towards the floor. Soften through the knees. Take an inhale. And then exhale, really roll those shoulders back. Lift the hands off the hips. Just feeling that opening through the chest. See if you locked the knees. Soften there. One more breath. Release the hands from the hips. Take an inhale. Reach the arms back up over the head. And then exhale to forward fold. So give yourself 3 or 4 breaths right here, just to shimmy side to side. You can clasp elbows, sway. Just try to protect the low back by keeping a little bend in the knees. Stay with the breath. Last one. Let your hands come to the mat. Take an inhale. You're going to step this left leg long down the mat. And then once you do that, go ahead and lower that left knee down onto the mat or onto your blanket, wherever you are. Take a fresh breath, press into that right leg. Let's bring ourselves to kneeling crescent. And once you get there, let's check a couple of things. So we bring that heel right under the knee. And then we're going to press into this left hip so we can engage through the glutes and the hips. We're going to add in that same twist that we've done from seated and standing. So take an inhale and then exhale to open to the right. Inhale to lift through center. And then exhale, moving over to the left, feeling a little bit of opening through the hips there. Inhaling back through center. Exhaling over to the right. So just keep moving here with your breath. Give yourself one more full round. We're going to inhale back through center. And then exhale to bring those hands back into the heart in prayer. Keep the gaze towards the front of the mat. We'll take a fresh breath. And then exhale to bring this left elbow over to that right knee. So once you get that elbow on that right knee, press that right foot in the floor and lengthen through the spine. The gaze may go back towards your right shoulder. Just breathing in and out. And give yourself one more breath. Inhale in your twist. And then exhale to come back towards center. We're going to lower the hands on either side of the right foot and curl our left toes to lift our hips. We're going to come back to the top of the mat and meet in that forward fold. So take 2 breaths here just to feel into your low back body. And then we'll take an inhale and step this right leg long down the mat. Lower that right knee down. Top of the right foot comes to the mat. We'll take an inhale, press into that left foot, and bring ourselves into that kneeling crescent. So check the things here. Make sure the ankles are under the knee. And then press into that right knee to engage through the core of your body. We'll take an inhale. This time we're going to twist over to the left first. Coming through center. And then exhaling to open to the right. There's the hip opening for you. Inhale, lifting it up. So just continuing with your breath here. We're going to do one full round on either side. You're going to inhale your hands up towards the sky. Palms come together down in front of the heart. Fresh inhale. And then exhale to bring that right elbow over to that left knee. Pressing the right elbow into the knee, really opening up here into this twist. So there's engagement through that left foot, pressing into the mat. Last breath. Inhale in your twist. And exhale back to center. We'll inhale the hands down either side of the left foot. This time curl your toes, lift your hips. Let's move back into down dog. So in just a few moments, we're going to do that same flow, but we're going to do it from standing. So if you'd rather do it from kneeling again, you can leave that blanket on your mat. If you're going to do it from standing, you might want to go ahead and move it out of the way. And give yourself 2 more breaths in this down dog. Bend your knees and press into the balls of your feet. We're going to ripple into a plank or kneeling plank, your choice. And find that link through the spine, strong through the arms. Let's take a breath here. And then we'll inhale and exhale to lower all the way down to the mat. Tops of the feet come to the mat. Hands stay right under the shoulders. Release the low body. Take an inhale. And then exhale to lift from the lower back. So we're moving into a baby cobra here. And you're not putting any weight on your hands. So you could actually lift your hands out of the way. You're doing this from your low back, but you're keeping your booty nice and relaxed if you can. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale to lower the head, press into your hands. You're going to come close to table, but really you're going to reach those arms long. We're going to go right back into that puppy. So those knees are under the hips, the booty stays up in the air. Fresh inhale. And then exhale to let the upper body melt towards the mat. Inhale, pressing into the hands. You can reset yourself into table. Curl your toes, lift your hips, down dog. And give yourself one more breath right here. We're going to get light on that left foot. So take an inhale, lifting that left leg up towards the sky, pointing the toes, feeling that goodness through the back of the right leg. You might circle that ankle on the left foot here for just a moment. Come back to stillness, take an inhale, and then bring knee to nose. Step that left foot through. So you're going to stay on the ball of the right foot, or you can lower that right knee to go back where we were before. Inhale, lift it up, and then we'll sink down into crescent or kneeling crescent. So take your choice. We'll start our flow from here. Inhale, and then exhale to open to the left. Make it nice and flowy. Inhale, lifting the arms, and then opening to the right. One more either side. Inhaling the hands above you and then bringing them down in front of the heart on the exhale. Fresh breath. And then exhale, bring that right elbow over next to that left knee. Reach that right leg long. Or go right back where we were before. Your choice. Last breath. Inhale in the twist. Exhale back to center. And then lower your hands down either side of that left foot. Make your way back into your down dog. So a breath, a big nice cleansing breath in and out through the nose, or in through the nose, out through the mouth may be great here. Inhale, we'll lift this right leg up towards the sky. You can circle that ankle, point and flex the foot. If this is too much, feel free to be down in table. Straighten through the leg, take an inhale, and then bring knee to nose. Step that right foot through. So we're setting up for crescent legs or kneeling crescent, your choice. We'll inhale to rise up, settle in to crescent or kneeling crescent. Take a fresh breath. We'll exhale over to the right. Inhale to lift. Over to the left. Last full round. Inhale the arms up, and then exhale, sinking down into that crescent with hands at the heart. Long spine. Inhale here, and then exhale to find that twist. Left elbow down outside that right knee. Left heel pressing towards the back of the mat. Breathe. So just notice what you're telling yourself here right now, and if it's negative, just say cancel, cancel, cancel. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale back to center. And then to lower the hands either side, we'll make our way back into down dog. Give yourself 2 more breaths right here. Bend your knees, press into the balls of your feet. Let's ripple into that plank, long spine. Inhale. Your choice. Go back to that cobra that we did before, or you can move halfway through your chaturanga and into your up dog, releasing the glutes and the hips down towards the mat as you stay strong through the arms. Wherever you are, let those knees come to the mat. Send your hips back. Find a child's pose, just letting the whole body release here. You might even shimmy the hips in this child's pose. One more breath. We can go ahead and take an inhale, make our way back into table. And we'll curl those toes, lift hips, down dog. One more breath. Let's go ahead and take another slow walk up to the top of the mat, and we'll meet again in that forward fold. We'll take an inhale, halfway, long spine, crown reaches away. And exhale, slow release towards the floor. Inhale, down low. And then exhale, slow rise, coming up in a way that serves your body. And this time as the hands come near the hips, we'll take a fresh breath. Reach the arms and the gaze up towards the sky. And then exhale to bring the hands in front of the heart, bow, chin to chest. So just check in here, see how you're feeling. Settle those feet into the mat, softness through the knees, length through the spine. One more breath. Take an inhale, lift your arms up towards the sky. And then exhale, we're going to sit it down into chair. So we're going to tuck that tailbone in after we swing the hips back. And then let's bring those hands back to prayer. We'll take an inhale. And then exhale that right elbow over to that left knee. Now when you do this, that right knee wants to creep forward. Use your strength in your hips to send that right hip back, and the right knee will go with it. Length through the spine, 2 more breaths. Inhale in the twist. Exhale back to center. You're still in a forward fold. Inhale deep. And then exhale to fold all the way to the floor. Let everything relax. Stay with the breath. We'll begin again. Take an inhale, halfway, long spine. Exhale, release towards the floor. Inhale, down low. And then exhale, slow rise, coming up in a way that serves. As palms come near the hips, a fresh breath reaches the arms up over the head. And then exhale down in front of the heart. Chin comes to chest. Here's 2 breaths just for you. So check that connection with the feet. We'll take an inhale to lift the arms and the gaze back up. And then exhale to sit it into your chair. So a long spine chair, curling the tailbone in, keeping those hips back. Come to the heart, nice big inhale. And then we'll exhale that left elbow over to that right knee. So find that length through the spine. Check that left knee, move that left hip back if you need to. One more breath. Inhale in your twist. Exhale back to center. Fresh inhale. And then exhale to forward fold. Hang out here. Give yourself 2 breaths. Go ahead and step your feet back. We'll make our way into down dog. One more breath. You'll bend your knees, press into the balls of the feet, and let yourself ripple back into that plank. We're holding it 1 breath. And then again, your same choices as before, cobra or up dog, inhale. And then make your way where you want to be today. See if you can release the low body wherever you are. Knees come to the mat, those hips go back, child's pose. The torso rolls over the thighs, the lower back releases, shoulders roll towards the mat. Two more breaths. Inhaling through your table, curling toes, lifting hips, down dog. One more breath. And take an inhale, lift this left leg up towards the sky. And then bring knee to nose to step that left foot through. And once you get that left foot through, you're going to turn this right heel in towards center. We're setting up for warrior 2 legs. We'll take a fresh breath and then windmill ourselves up, finding warrior 2. So once you get into this warrior 2, let's check that the knee is over the heel. And then I'm checking that my hips are open, so I'm not curling the back part of my body towards the front of the mat. I'm opening it fully to the side. Gaze over the middle finger of the left hand. Turn those palms both up. Take an inhale, reach the arms up over the head as you straighten through that left leg. And once the hands get over your head, turn those palms away just like we did at the beginning of the class. Let them reach all the way behind your back. And the fingertips either point towards the floor or the hands interlace behind the back, opening through the heart. So you're going to take an inhale right here. And then as you exhale, slowly lunge into that left leg, turning the chest forward. We're going to come inside of that left leg, lifting the arms, finding humble warrior. One more breath. Release the hands down towards the hips and then down onto the floor, either side of the left foot. Spin onto the ball of the right foot, and then we'll make our way back into down dog. So find the breath. Take an inhale, lift this right leg up towards the sky. And then exhale, knee to nose, step that right foot through. Left heel comes in towards center. We're setting up for warrior two once again. We'll take an inhale and make our way into warrior two. So just making sure those hips stay open. We're not lunging forward here. One more. Turn those palms up. Inhale, straighten through the left or the right leg, And then as the hands come up above you, turn those palms away. Reach them behind your back. Let them clasp if it's okay. If it's not, that's totally fine. Take an inhale here. And then to exhale as you bend into that right knee, twisting the body forward just a bit so that you can come inside of that right thigh. Hands come up only if it feels okay. Lower the hands down towards the hips and then release down towards the floor. Hands on either side of that right foot, spinning onto the ball of the left foot. We'll make our way back into down dog. One more breath. Let's bend those knees, press into the balls of the feet, and ripple into plank. This time, lower your knees down towards the mat. Tops of the feet come down towards the mat. And then see if you can release the pelvis towards the floor. Release into up dog this way. Leaving the low body nice and relaxed. Inhale. And then exhale to send yourself back into child's pose. And give yourself one more breath. Take an inhale. We'll move into table. And then we're going to just swing the feet over to one side so we can come back to that seat that we had earlier when we had the legs wide. And we were sitting in a wide-legged stance. So once you find that, press the tailbone into the floor. Reach the crown of the head up towards the sky. Let's take an inhale. Reach the arms up. And then exhale to fold forward. Those hands are still here to guide you and just support you. We'll take 5 breaths here. Listen to those exhales. Those exhales tell you if you went too far, if you need to come out just a little bit, or if you were in the perfect spot. And release through the jaw if you can. One more breath. Beautiful. Use your hands to walk yourself back up. And from here, we're going to take this right leg and we're going to bend the right knee so that the heel of the right foot comes in towards the center of your body. Take an inhale, reach the arms back up over the head, and then exhale to twist your upper body towards that right knee. And then you're slowly just going to fold forward. A little bit of the torso pressing on the knee will deepen that stretch through the right hip. So you can be on elbows here, you can be on hands. Just feeling into that right side. One more breath. You can bring your hands to the floor and slowly start to walk yourself up. We'll extend this right leg long and then bring this left heel in towards center. Find the length through the spine, both sides of the tailbone connected to the mat. Inhale to lift the arms up. Exhale to twist the upper body over that left knee. And then you can fold forward. Chest kind of rolls over that left thigh. Neck and shoulders stay relaxed if you can. Last breath. Slowly use your hands to walk yourself back up. And then we're going to swing those legs towards the top of your mat. And you can keep a little bend in the knees. We're just going to roll down onto our backs. You can let those knees come in towards the chest. We're just going to massage here for just a moment, releasing anything in the low back. Keep the jaw nice and relaxed. Let the hands come down on either side of the hips and then lower the feet back to the mat, but you're going to let the outside edges of your feet be in line with the outside edges of your mat. We'll take an inhale and let those knees fall over to the right. Exhaling through center. There's a little core engagement there. And then inhaling over to the left. So find your breath here. Finish out this round wherever you are. And after you finish that last round, bring the knees back up towards the ceiling. Keep the feet where they are. Let the arms come into a T. So you're reaching them at the length or the height rather of your shoulders. Take an inhale. And then exhale to let those knees both fall over to the right. We'll spend 3 or 4 breaths here, just releasing through the low body. Releasing the back into the mat. Last breath. Take an inhale. And then exhale those knees all the way through center and over to the left. And letting them release fully once they get there. Give yourself 5 breaths. Last one. Take an inhale, bringing your knees back up towards the sky. And from here, I'm going to give you 6 or 7 breaths. It can be whatever you need it to be. Maybe the knees come into the chest. Wrap the arms around the bottom part of right below the kneecap. Maybe the legs go up towards the sky. Whatever feels good here. Give yourself that for just a few more breaths. And then as you're ready, go ahead and let yourself just spend the next few moments doing absolutely nothing but resting. So you can do that in whatever way feels most comfortable in your body. Whenever you find that spot, give yourself another one of those cleansing breaths that I've cued just a couple of times in today's class. It's an inhale through the nose and a sigh out the mouth. Just let everything go. And rest. You can slowly start to bring some awareness back into this space that we have created together. You can start with some really small movements with your fingers and your toes. can circle your wrists and your ankles. Reach your arms up over your head. Point your toes. Stretch your fingertips. Stretch your whole body in this full body stretch. And then slowly allow yourself to roll over onto one side or the other for just another moment, honoring the work that you have done for yourself here today. And slowly start to make your way back into a comfortable seat. We'll meet there together with hands at heart center, chin bowed down towards chest. So I do not know who wrote this quote, but I really, really like it. It says, "Learn how to select your thoughts in the same way that you pick your clothes out every day. This is a power that you can cultivate. If you find yourself wanting to control something so badly, try to control your mind. So keep it simple. May you know kindness and may you be kind. And until we meet together again, gratitude for practicing with me today. Namaste."